Well, hello there. I'm Sharon A. Fox, and is everybody ready to play a game? I'm not. It's Friday, September 28th. That so reminds me of all those tests at school, and I am going to school still, so tests really freak me out. Anyway, it's Friday, and Michael Buckley of Peron75 at the website PERON75 and What the Buck Show has put this game out for all of us, and apparently the American Film Institute has a list of the top 25 movie quotes of all time. And so Michael has invited all his blog buddies to play along with this game, and we're going to do it too if you'd like. And anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the 25 quotes. I'm going to try to remember to pause, and I'm going to give my answer, and then we'll check our answers. We'll go to Peron75, Peron75, and you can check your answers against his answers. And his website, when you go to his website, look for the videos that says the best movie quotes game day, and press more, and there will be a whole menu that should unravel down and have all the answers. So I'll try to remember to pause. Let me see. And I'm not going to be such an actress doing these quotes. I'm just going to go through the quotes and try to get my answers. My palms are sweating already. Number 1. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Gone with the wind. Number 2, I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse. Godfather 1, which I never saw because I saw Merv Griffin, and on Merv Griffin, James Caan showed a clip where he got shot up, and then there was a horse's head in the bed, and I said, oh my God, I don't think I can see that movie. I know it's a classic, but that's the way I am. Blood, ooh, I'm squeamish. Anyway, number 3, you don't understand. I could have had class. I could have been a contender. I could have been somebody instead of a bum, which is what I am. Brando. I know it's Brando, and I believe it's On the Waterfront. And if it is, that's with Carl Malden and Eva Marie Saint or whatever her name is. Anyway, number 4, Toto. I've got a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. Judy Garland from The Wizard of Oz. That could have been Shirley Temple, but she was committed to another studio. They didn't let her go. Number 5, here's looking at you, kid. That's got to be Bogey. Oh, I didn't pause. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Bogey, and that is from the all-time classic Casablanca, written by the Epstein brothers and Howard Koch. And Howard Koch, I was just so honored, he invited me to write a prequel and a sequel to Casablanca, not through the studios, and I've got that in my file box upstairs. And he was quite an incredible writer, just an amazing writer. He wrote War of the Worlds, Orson Welles' famous radio show. Brilliant man. Number 6, go ahead, make my day. Make my day. Across the bay, San Francisco. Yeah, that way. Clint Eastwood, Dirty Harry. I think it was Dirty Harry, but I know it's Clint. Number 7, all right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up. Gloria Swanson, Sunset Boulevard. Number 8, may the force be with you. Hey, I know. There's a guy who bought the ranch of the people who live across the street, or who own the house across the street, and it was my babysitter growing up, and she sold the ranch, called the Bulltail Ranch, to George Lucas, and he renamed it. It's called Skywalker Ranch now. So that would be George Lucas. Star Wars. 9, fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night. I think it's Bette Davis. Maybe it's All About Eve. It's one of those famous, amazing actresses from the past. I'm not sure who it is, though. Number 10, you talking to me? Hey, you talking to me? Hey. Taxi Driver, Robert De Niro. 11, what we've got here is a failure to communicate. And what we've got here is, I have no idea. And I think, well, it could be, I don't know. Could it be Nicholson and a few good men or something like that? I don't know. If it isn't, it sounds like something he would say. 12, I love the smell of napalm in the morning. 1, 2, 3. Robert Duvall, Apocalypse Now. Amazing soundtrack. That music is amazing. 13, love means never having to say you're sorry. Boston, back there. Farrah Fawcett's Lover, Ryan O'Neal. Love Story, Eric Siegel. There was a sequel. My mom watches both movies over and over again because she's from Boston. The Stuff That Dreams Are Made Of. God, it sounds so heroic, and I just, you know, I'm going to beat myself up when I find out the answer to that one. 15, E.T. Phone Home. E.T. Phone Home. Anyway, you know that was Debra Winger in that movie. Can you believe it? That was written by Melissa Matheson, my favorite all-time screenwriter. She also wrote Kundan about the Dalai Lama, Black Stallion, Indian in the Cupboard, and a film hardly anyone ever saw called The Escape Artist with Ryan O'Neal's son. It was a great movie. Amazing. Very interesting movie. 16, They Call Me Mr. Tibbs. 2, 3, Sidney Poitier, In the Heat of the Night. I think. 17, Rosebud. One of the most famous films of all time. Citizen Kane, Orson Welles. 18, Made It, Ma, Top of the World, and I have no idea. 19, I'm as mad as hell and I'm not going to take this anymore. It sounds like another Jack Nicholson line, but I don't know. Oh, I can almost see the person. No, that's not. Anyway, whatever. 20, Louis, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Again, that's Casablanca. And by the way, Helmut Dantine, who was the guy at the crap table trying to win a visa to get him and his wife out of the country, was my mentor. And he was a wonderful producer as well, and my mentor for producing. 21, a census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. 1 and 2 and 3. Silence of the Lambs. Anthony Hopkins. Ooh, that one gave me willies. Number 22. Bond. James Bond. Must be from one of the very, very first Bond films. I don't know, was that Goldfinger? That would be my first choice. Dr. No would be my second choice. And a bit of trivia. The only person I've ever been engaged to was in one of the Bond films. Ain't gonna tell you which one though. Maybe I'll put the answer up someday. Number 23, There's No Place Like Home. The name of my production company. I'm living in the house I grew up in after living all around the world and finding there's no better place to live. How about that? 24. I Am Big. It's the pictures that got small. 1, 2, 3. I don't know the answer to that. I think it might be Gloria Swanson, Sunset Boulevard. Not sure. 25. Show me the money! 1, 2, 3. Jerry Maguire. Show me the answers! So I'm going to click off right now. I'm going to go check the answers and we'll come back. Anyway, so I suggest you pause this video and look in the description area, and I'll have a link, and you can go over to Perone75, Michael Buckley's site, and compare your answers, and then come on back and see how we did. Oh boy. I was actually very excited because I got some of them wrong, right, that I was guessing at. But I got 20 out of 25. Actually, 5 I got absolutely wrong. And it's kind of like 19 and a half because that James Bond one, remember, I had 2 answers, and actually I said Goldfinger first and Dr. No second, and it was Dr. No. Oh no! Anyway, and I was so excited I got that All About Eve one right. Woohoo! Cool Hand Luke. That was the, what we've got here is a failure to communicate, and now I remember that guy. He was so yucky and slimy, and remember when he said that? And let's see, The Stuff That Dreams Are Made Of. How could I miss that? Oh God, haven't seen The Maltese Falcon for a while. And can you believe it? I got the Clint Eastwood one wrong. You probably said Dirty Harry too. It was Sudden Impact. Made It, Ma, Top of the World. It was White Heat. And I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore. One of my favorite movies, but I haven't seen it for so long. Network. Arrgh! Of course. Wasn't that fun? Hey, now listen, if you go check out Perone75, and every once in a while he puts a wonderful game up there, check out What the Buck Show, because it's so much fun. And you know what? Later on, what I'm going to do, I'm not sure when I'm going to do this, but I'm going to put my video up for how to write a perfect screenplay. The recipe for a perfect screenplay. So get ready for that one. I'm going to be putting that up within the month, maybe even this weekend. Ooh! Anyway, wasn't that fun? My palms stopped sweating. Well, anyway, have a great weekend. Have a great day. Wasn't that fun? Let's do it again.